Hey guys, Josh Gundam here with another review, and today I'm reviewing mechanical chain-based modeling support goods Machine Nest number 4. These are very cool. They're basically giant robot hangars and just neat. They go great with Gundams and Evangelion and you name it. If it has giant robots, these were built for it and would be a highlight in your collection. Now, first off, I need to tell you the price of these right now. At the making of this video, they're about $25 a piece. And you know, with there being 10 different versions, that's a small fortune. There is somebody on eBay who's selling them for about $10 a piece, but you have to buy 10. So they sell all 10, and it's for $110 right now, and makes you about, about $11 a piece. And that's not a bad price, but it is a larger, initial output. Well, let's get to the review. These are very cool. I like them. Numbers 1, 2, and 3 kind of follow a white base internal design for like the Pegasus cruisers from Gundam. Number 4, 5, and 6, the best thing I can describe them as is kind of like the back wall. Whereas number 1, 2, and 3 are like the side wall. They would be like kind of like something like this in the background, which I'll give you a link for if you want to build your own hangar for cheap. But these would be, that side wall kind of deal. That's kind of how they plug in. These the different pieces fit together and they make, quite the large hangar. This piece right here does not go to it. You're like, what? Why is it there? Because this goes to numbers 1, 2, and 3, or 7, 8, 9, and 10. It just goes on top of them, and I'll cover that in my last review, where I will be showing off how all these fit together and how they, stack and things like that. So you'll see that in that. But this piece is kind of like a top piece, so it fits onto the others so that they're the same height as this, and they kind of connect a little bit better, and that's its purpose. Honestly, they should have just included this with all the others. Including it only with these is silly, because you don't end up with enough of these, and yeah, that's just my thoughts. But this set is one of my favorites, number 4, because even if a lot of these are pretty sparse in what they come with, and the things they come with are really cool, so don't get me wrong, it's not really a negative, a super negative, but these have some special features about them, or at least number 4 does. It has a lot that comes with it. It has this vehicle right here, which a good color for this is yellow. A lot of the accessories, yellow makes good. You can make these bricks any kind of color crates any kind of color you want. You can fit 3 of them on here quite nicely. This could be a door that opens, but it doesn't move or anything. There's vents and whatnot. It's just very neat. There's a little door here. There's lots of detail. This is 2 pieces, and then these 2 help kind of hold it together. These 2 pieces. This piece also is kind of special. It fits on here on the bottom. And I'll pop that up. There we go. Show you. That way you can actually put these together and you got something holding them together, and that will be covered in the last review. There'll be a whole playlist for these once they're done. It can also help put this over here should you need to switch things around, or no, I think it helps this go over here, and then this can go over here. I can't remember exactly. Like I said, that'll be covered in the number 11th video. But this vehicle has a little turning part here, kind of a small vehicle. Has its 3 crates, has another thing right here, and that's really handy for sticking, say, your giant robot shield in there. And they come apart, so you can just have that sitting around, which is nice. The crates you could stack out of the way, and they do stack on top of each other. They fit together, kind of like Legos, just a little bit. Just drive this guy by itself. So I like the accessories that has. They're great. You can see in the the huge hangar that I've built as my background for my reviews, I got a few of those crates in there. Now for scale, well, the other thing that this has is this is the launch part. Very modeled, very similar to things in Gundam where there's a launch deck for launching mobile suits, and these are the things that the feet fit into to be held in place and be launched along its way, you know. So Brennan Runkle, GM Sniper, launching! You know, that kind of thing. Comparison with a MSIA scale action figure. These are about 4.5 inches tall to 5 inches. They look really great. This is a 1/144 scale Robot Spirit, GM Sniper 2. So 1/144 scale model kits would go well. If you're using 1/100, you're going to need to buy another one to build a second layer. Now, numbers 4, 5, and 6 each have different launch feet things, and you know, so it varies on what size your feet are, and some of them are a little small and some of them are a little big. It's just kind of a, you know, generic way of doing things, but it's really nice. The only downside, which I understand, it'd be kind of hard to engineer it to do so, but it's got this peg system, which I probably should have covered in the last few reviews. There's all these holes, and maybe they haven't seen all those yet, but there's all these holes. This area is here, so we can connect, you know, another wall piece there. But all these holes, because there's a lot of accessories, as you can see, like this one here, which you probably wouldn't want over there, but you get the idea. You can pop them anywhere you want to. There's even holes up in the corners of here for lights and, you know, mechanical arms and things like that. And so you can take other sets as accessories and switch them around. But the launch little feet platform things, that's kind of how you move them. And it's kind of a pain because it comes apart. So you could glue this, I suppose, in there so it doesn't move around, because this moving left and right as it flies on its thing is probably not going to be good. But it can be, you know, I kind of wish that they had built something where this part and this part were deeper and kind of fit into here real well, even though there's things that we catch on, and it could just, you know, but instead, because it's flat, it slides all over the place. It looks cool. I mean, most of you probably are not going to be playing with these. You're probably just going to pose your model kits or your robot spirits on them, and that will be it. So it works just fine to have them sitting there. I myself am a stop-motion animator. I love to do stop-motion animation with my Gundam MSA action figures. Part of the reason I bought these is to use as sets in my Gundam Father of Peace stop-motion animation series. So, of course, I'm going to complain that they don't do what I want them to do. Maybe I can modify them someday. Either way, set number 4 of the Machine Nest or Mechanical Chain Base is quite nice. It really is. I recommend it. If you can buy a bunch of these at once, you'll save the most money, because buying, you know, just whichever is going to cost you. Well, if you're looking for Gundam MSI action figures or other cool toys, please check out our eBay store. There's a link down below in the more info area below this video. Also, if you'd like to know how to build a giant mobile suit hangar, click right here, and it'll teach you how to build one of these for pretty cheap. That's what I use as my background, and I use it in movie sets and whatnot, because let's face it, not everyone has $110 for a background, and $25 a piece is pretty steep. Hope you enjoyed the review. Please like, favorite, and subscribe.